Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the USC Trojans and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Gets the back moving. Reed. Grabbed behind the line. It's Owens. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. He wants to change this route. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
This is an offense that prides themselves.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running behind that left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, you got to love when you got these big boys inside, these defensive tackles that, by the way, when they keep the GPS stats on these guys, they can speed in the school zone. Like, they're moving that fast, and you can see it right there, starting to get to the perimeter, and he's running from the inside out. Flashes like a linebacker. Man, what a...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
They'll give it to him again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
So we know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's a math equation. Nice job. He sees the numbers. I got numbers out wide. I got blockers that can go make a play. Get it to my playmaker. He does the rest. Gets in for 6.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Fires quickly. Give him 6. Touchdown, USC. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Here's Reed to throw. With the catch, it's Horton. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our...
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to ride this running back. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or...
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Reed fires to the middle. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Aggies in the hurry up. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Ready? Blue 30. Blue 30.
Throwing Reed. Complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Unloads it left. This time he's got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Inside the 50, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Reed. He rifles one deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Reed. And the misconnection on third down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. Fourth down, Reed. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Quick strike complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Reed to the air again. Throws for the tight end. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Jumped on top of the pile.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Looking for a big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown USC. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Jet sweep to the edge. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. Reed. He's got it on the move. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Push forward on the sneak. And they go for the sneak on 2nd down and nothing doing. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Got his man. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll give it to the back. Could be an alley. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Throwing Reed. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example.
Looking for a huge play. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the Buffalo Bulls.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And it's the Red Hawks who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Reed. Makes the grab. It's Craver. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Here's Reed to throw. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with it.
Surges his way in for the score. They'll line up to go for two. Finds his big tight end. He's got the two-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. End off from the gun. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31.
Ready, go!
Got a man. It's Mosley. Makes a grab and room to run. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with a big one.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He's taking the shot. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Reed Flushed out of the pocket. The short hands, it's Craver. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense set on first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Again, it's Reed. Under fire. Got the first himself. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Texas A&M ready to...
His legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the deep.
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Throwing Reed. He'll pull it down. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line.
Here we go. Ready.
Tries to get it himself. The sneak scores it. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the tailback.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Takes a hit as he fires. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Texas A&M going quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Reed. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Quarterback making adjustments. Reed to the air again. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Kill. 674, take off. 674, take off.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think a lot of times on offense, you start to get 1st and goal. People are like, why do you run outside? You run outside because you want DBs to have to tackle, you know. But they did a good job stringing this play out, not letting it get downhill, and making the tackle on 1st down.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking to pass. It's Mayaba. With the catch, it's Bowman. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They already have a comfortable lead up by maybe a crease. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception. And after the interception, able to get it in +2.